Hi everyone, welcome to SlimChat. This is in my yarn room for my other channel, Crochet Rocks. I usually move it round so you don't see all the yarn, but too hot to move everything about, so I figured you won't mind seeing a bit of yarn. So here we are anyway. Well, weigh-in day. Moment of truth after all those meals out, and there were 3, and a birthday party. So you can imagine my intrepidation as I got on those scales this morning. So I woke up, I had just a little bit of water anyway. Always when I wake up in the morning and in the night I have some water, and so I'd had that, but I didn't have anything else, and so everything was fine. Conditions were normal. So I thought, oh yeah, like I weigh myself. So got the scales out and I stayed the same. I'm absolutely blown away by that, because I have, not only have I had those kind of situations where birthday party, meals out and stuff like that, not only have I done that, but on the days when I've been at home and I've been eating, there's been times when I've had 2 meals a day, you know, like we'll have a lunch and then we'll have a dinner. I know you're meant to, but there'll be like a Slimming World meal, so it'd be like what they consider a dinner, which I don't. But you know, so I've eaten a lot, and I've eaten a lot of those kind of fibre ones, hi-fi bars. I've had crisps, so I figured, you know, I'm getting on these scales ready for a disaster sort of movie, and what I actually got was very pleasing. It wasn't even a gain, so I'm really, really over the moon with that. So, and you know, funny enough, I felt this bit here was slimmer. I know it sounds silly, but I can sometimes feel different. And as I was sitting in the car the other day, I just felt like the seat belt fit me different. And I just felt like here, at the moment I'm just feeling sticky, but you know, all this area here I just felt was getting a little bit more defined rather than chubby. It still is. I mean, it's still got loads to lose, but I knew that I had a different kind of contours, if you like. I'd like to lose it from my belly, please. You know, if there's not too much to ask. Obviously it is. So then Gary got on, and no, Gary's parameters were not the same. You know, he'd already had a cup of tea. He hadn't got up and gone to the loo, which is, I always say, if we get up, go to the loo, weigh ourselves, it's always the same. Before we do anything, before we drink, eat, etc. So it's always the same then. But his weren't. He'd already had his cup of tea. He hadn't been to loo, so he showed that he put on 3 pounds, but I don't believe he has. I think if anything, it's about £1. I don't think he's put on £3. He drank so much water last night as well, and he drank a cup of tea this morning, so I just don't feel like he probably has. If he has put on £1 or £2, it's no bad thing after the things he's been eating. And he'd lost so much the previous week that I don't think it's a true reading. But we'll see next week. When next week will be a proper week of you know, there's nothing that's going to pull us off it. Nothing we've got to you know, if we do go out for a meal, we won't be going over the top. It's not like we've only ever had one dessert from out. Well, Gary had 2, but I had 1, you know. So it's not like we're going out and making pigs of ourselves. We're just going out and having a decent meal. So if we do, we do, and if we don't, I bet we don't. You know, I bet we won't be doing anything, and this will be a whole week of where we just toe the line. And so we should be back on track and have a disaster week, you know. I've been dieting, I haven't done anything wrong, I haven't put on 8 pounds. No, honestly. But we all just got to get back on track. And I'm getting all the names mixed up. I'm turning into my gran, who used to do that, call us all the names. You know, you get that, don't you? They call you every name in the family except the right one. And my mum used to do that. Trisha, Tracy. But no, my sister's Trisha, by the way. At least she didn't call me Stephen, which is fine. This is my brother. Where was I? Victoria, I'm going to call her daughter-in-law. She's now gone back onto Slimming World. So, you know, she said that she has now done her meal plans for 2 weeks. So I just suddenly thought, we're not really organised, are we? I mean, she does sit there, and she's now filled out a meal plan for 2 weeks and gone and bought that shopping. And what do? Wing it each day. Wing it as we go. So I feel that we are lucky to have lost weight the way that we don't really plan. So we came to the conclusion that maybe we'll do that. Gary said, you do a week plan and I'll do a week plan. I said, no, we'll sit down and we'll do them together. But, you know, I'm a dreadful planner. I really am. I'm a seat of the pants, spur of the moment kind of person. And I know it's going to be the same with this. You know, I'll get up one day and I won't want to eat a curry. But, you know, things happen. You get people arrive. You can't do that. So you end up shifting things. So, you know, life doesn't always follow a schedule. But we'll try it and be more kind of, have a proper meal plan. So we plan in the veg. We'll plan in the speed foods, because that's where we're really falling down. We're having too many days where we have things like noodles and then nothing else with it. But if we had noodles, but then we had a portion of sugar snap peas and a portion of this with it, and you know, we had some speed food on the plate, I'm sure we'd be doing an awful lot better. Because the week that we did, where we were having salads and stuff like that, we lost way more weight. So, you know, I think we do need to plan a little bit better than we have been. Well, we haven't been planning at all, so any planning is more of an improvement on the planning, isn't it? So and probably less of the goodies, you know. To be honest with you, we're not eating bad. You know, we have if we're going to eat a sweet, it'll be a hi-fi bar, which is a Slimming World. And they're usually 3 sins or 4 sins. So they're like 90 odd calories, 90. Some are 90, some are sort of 99. So they're not like really extreme. And we'll have a fibre one, which is, you know, they're this big. They're not massive, and they've only got 90 calories in. And skips, which are really low. Skips are kind of, if you can imagine, if those of you who know, just ignore me, but if you don't, they're like, if you can imagine a little petal of a flower but pushed in with your finger, but they're baked like little puffs, and they taste like prawn cocktail flavour. They're really nice. I love them. And so we've been eating things like that, and they're really low. So that was what I had for breakfast yesterday, bag of skips, because we kind of ended up too late to eat, and I didn't make the oats. Was that yesterday or the day before? Oh my God. My memory's getting atrocious. I really do need to sort of sharpen up. Maybe play some memory games. Give the brain some training. But yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I did make overnight oats last night, and so they've got that for breakfast this morning. I'm making a lamb curry. So I will do my lamb curry, which is a Slimming World kind of compatible recipe. I make it myself. It's my own recipe. So we'll have that. And I had yesterday, we had the noodles early because Gary's working. So then consequently in the evening I was hungry. So I had a Slimming World, which is free food. You know, it's not... Sorry, it's a dog. I wonder what that noise was. It's free food. It's not like I'm having anything that I shouldn't have. You know, it's all foods free to eat. But I had a Chinese curry, which is Slimming World Chinese curry, and I thought, this does not taste like Chinese. And all of their curries have this kind of, I don't know, it's like a kind of dark, toasty taste. Weird. I don't like it. And everything's peppery that they make. So I don't understand why everything has to be peppery. But they're a good little stopgap if you're hungry and you can't be bothered to cook anything. So I've found a few that are kind of like-ish now. But I won't be buying another one of those. And I put sweetener in it and it made it better. So only a little bit. I didn't make it sweet like a pudding. just a little bit took that weird taste off. I didn't like that weird taste at all. Don't know what it is, but the Chinese and the Indian curries all have it. It's not a very nice taste. Don't know what it is, but I won't be eating any more of their curries, that's for sure. Not like mine. Mine taste kind of warm and creamy and nice. You can make them like that. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be fattening to be like that. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. And so thanks for watching. I've better go skedaddle and get up and running. So lots to do always. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow for another Slim Chat. Bye for now.